Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've filmed a video. I apologize for that. It's just been a little hectic, but I am here today to do a kind of an unboxing and a review of the Gilded Tarot. The artwork is done by I think his name is pronounced Ciro Marchetti. And the companion book is actually done by Barbara Moore, who is, really well known with, tarot and tarot cards. And the reason why I chose to do a review on this one is because it's been around for some time and I've seen other reviews. But what I like about this one is I think that it would be really good for beginners. And I'll explain why. It is based off of the Rider-Waite system or tarot, and it's brought in with a little bit more modern type of artwork. He uses a little bit of digital art technique to, create the cards. It still has the symbolism from the Rider-Waite, but it brings it up to a little bit more like modern art style with keeping still some of the fantasy-like and kind of, Renaissance kind of feel. So it's a really, really good box. As you can see, it is really sturdy. It has one of those magnetic closures. So when you open it, it leads you right into the companion guidebook. And that's another thing why I really think this is good for beginners, because this companion book comes with the descriptions of the cards. And it also comes with the basics. So it gives you a little rundown of the basics of tarot and the cards, and basically, what it goes into the numerical factor of it: aces, twos, threes, fours, fives. It gives you some exercises that you can do, and then it starts breaking it down by the major arcana and the minor arcana. The Fool's Journey. So it's a really, really good companion book. It looks like there's also some spaces in here for you to do some journaling with some of these exercises that you're doing. And then it goes into the cards and the meanings for which they have for the cards, as well as, some journaling spots on the back of each of them. So you can, look at the cards and, maybe write what you feel is the meaning for you, or what you're kind of picking up from the cards, that you could put in there. So it's a really, really, really good companion book. It's got, 150 pages. It also comes with some spreads that you can do. Some examples of some spreads: the Celtic Cross, choices spread. So there's really, this is really, really a good companion book compared to what usually you get is just a little white pamphlet. So really good for a beginner, I believe. So then let's get into the cards. For the card stock itself, they are pretty thin. They're not as thick as, some of the other tarot, like for instance, like a Mary L. It's thicker and it's got some weight to it, but these are definitely a little bit thinner. I would say they feel more like closer to playing cards. But the good thing is that because they are thinner, it's going to be easier to shuffle. So on the back, it gives you a daily spread card that you can use for work, home, unexpected, your role, and outcome. It gives you the Celtic Cross spread, which is kind of nice. So you could have these, available next to where you're doing your reading, so you don't have to have the book open. You can do quick references with these cards. So that's kind of cool to have included. So then let's go ahead and I'll show you the cards. So, of course, we start with the Fool. And the Fool here that was chosen is, I would say, like a jester, obviously. And it looks more like the Italian style. It still has, the main symbolism of the Fool. And the backs of the cards are the same design that you have on the inside. The Magician definitely looks a little bit more modern here, as you could see, with his long flowing hair. But it is really, really cool, I think, with this green planet in the background. The High Priestess, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. She's just floating there with this beautiful sheer dress. You still have the sun. I'm sorry, the moon in the background. And the two pillars. The Empress. I love this Empress card. It is so cool. It's definitely capturing the serenity of the Empress. The Emperor. Very Romanesque. The Hierophant. Another thing you'll notice with this deck is it's very, very colorful. So there's definitely bold, bright colors, and there's a lot of layering going on, as you'll see with these colors. We have the Lovers. Isn't that cool? Take on the Lovers. Dolphin in the background. Chariot. It's an interesting take on this one because the Chariot in this one is a woman. Typically it's a man, or, you know, another type of animal or creature, but in this one, the take was a woman, which I do like. Strength. So it looks like the Strength card is the one that's on the box. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. This one's definitely more, you could tell, more of a modern take. It's got this mechanical mechanism here to symbolize the Wheel of Fortune. And it's interesting because when I look at this card, I can almost hear like the gears like clicking, like click, click, click. So you're going around and around with all these options and choices. Definitely a more modern take on it. We have our Justice card. The Hanging Man. The Death card. Now, I will say that it is based off the Rider-Waite system, so you are going to see a lot of the same symbolism in this deck, but this Death card is a little bit different. If you look at the Rider-Waite version and you look at this one, it doesn't have the horse that, you know, Death is riding on, but, you know, you can get the basic idea of what this card is portraying. Temperance. This is so beautiful, this Temperance card. Got all this fiery energy right here and these calm waters below. The Devil card. We have the Tower card. This is interesting too, if you look here at the Tower card and the man that it looks like has fallen out of the tower, which is usually what you see is people that are, you know, falling out of the tower. But this man here, he's got his hand on a brick wall. So it's almost like he's holding himself up from falling down. So it's got some interesting additional symbolism here. Star card. The Moon. More modern take, but definitely the symbolism's still there. Sun. Judgment. Again, he went with Judgment, and it's female. Usually, typically, it's a male. The World card. And then we go into the Minor Arcana. So we have our Ace of Wands. This card definitely is speaking the energy of the card. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. We have our Eight of Wands flying through the air. Our Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands. And we have our cups. So I did want to mention one thing is, I don't know if you'll notice, but there's definitely these different colors here that symbolize that, the wands, the cups. And so it's definitely going to be another thing that I think would be good for beginners, because it'll clue you in to, okay, this is what, this suit is saying. So, it's kind of a cool, another feature that they have in this deck, and I really do think it's good for beginners for that purpose, especially to have this additional color coding here for each suit, so you can see exactly what's going on. So we have our Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. It's giving me like a almost 80s vibe. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Big cat in the foreground. Seven of Cups. We have our Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Well, he just looks real happy. Our 10 of Cups. Our Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, we're doing swords. So now the swords are blue. So all the swords suit is going to be this blue color. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. We have our Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Our Six of Swords. I really like this one. It's like, I don't know, the colors and everything remind me of peacock feathers. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Our Nine of Swords. And our 10 of Swords. So then we go to the Pentacle suit, and then this has green. So we have our Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. If you look here, you could see a little mouse sitting here watching him work. Our Nine of Pentacles. And our 10 of Pentacles. We're going into the pages, queens, kings, stuff like that. So then it'll have the same color associated with that suit. So Wands is red. So we have our Page of Wands, our Page of Cups, our Page of Swords, our Page of Pentacles. I love this one. It's screaming that green energy. Our Knight of Wands. Look at that. That fiery energy in there. Our Knight of Cups. Our Knight of Swords. I love this color combination with the blue and the purple. And our Knight of Pentacles. Again, loving the green. I'm really drawn to the Pentacles in this deck, and I think it's really because of the green color, and lately I've just been drawn to the color green. We have our Queen of Wands, our Queen of Cups, our Queen of Swords, our Queen of Pentacles, and then we have our kings, our King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Swords, and our King of Pentacles. So yeah, I do think this would be a really, really good deck for a beginner if you're not, drawn to the traditional artwork of the Rider-Waite-Smith. This is definitely a more modernized version of it. It does still have a little bit of the old medieval Renaissance feel, but because of it being a digital art, it really brings out a lot of these more modern colors. It definitely makes the artwork pop more for sure. So, let me know if you guys have seen this deck, or if you guys have been interested in this deck, or what you think of this deck. I really do think that, as I said, for a beginner, for what you get all of this, and you get it in a really awesome box, and it goes for about $29.99 US. You can get it on Amazon. Sometimes Barnes & Nobles has it in stock. And then you get it in like that box so that you could keep it, you could keep it all together, keep it all in this box. I typically take out this piece inside and just kind of keep the book and anything else that comes with the deck in here, and then I just put it on my bookshelf and, add it to my collection. So if you have any questions, you guys can leave it in the comments below. Let me know, and I will gladly answer them for you. Okay, bye. See you soon.